Everyone, welcome to the New Hampshire Business Show. Today I have Dream and Adventure with us, which are all good friends, and I wanted to have him on the show to talk a little bit about what he's doing. Now, unlike some of the company media and stuff like that, it's a great way to get, you can still support the New Hampshire community. So, Jorrel, talk a little bit about yourself and, what's everything up?
There's not much to say about me, Chris. Well, I was your team leader in the military for a little stint, and taught you everything you knew, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, Dream and Adventure is kind of my way of taking something I like to do and making it something that I can make a profit off of, and at the same time help other people. It's one of those things where it's your hidden passion, where you can do something that makes you happy whilst helping people and not feel like you're working.
Okay.
It's like if you do what you enjoy, you never work a day in your life. So that's
awesome.
Dream and Adventure to me.
Okay, that's awesome. Because I see that a lot with all the companies I talk to. Is yes, we want to help people, but we do want to make a living, which is kind of the point about businesses in general. What does Dream and Adventure do?
Well, Dream and Adventure is a publishing company, actually, but it's unique. Right now, it's in its very infancy. I'm trying to get it off to the ground to a point where it can separate itself from other publishing companies in the aspect of where Dream and Adventure can be brought to every person's home at no cost. Right now, there are several companies out there that are online, which is Dream and Adventure's main focus. Honing is to bring children's books and media to kids online. And a lot of these companies, they charge for content and for the time spent on their webpage. So the main focus and struggle right now we're having is to...
We're breaking up a little.
Doesn't usually happen, I promise. It's not a typical thing. So where was I? So our basic goal is to basically bring media publishing content to kids for free and allow them to be able to publish write and publish their content on our website at no cost to them. So where they can, develop their reading, writing, and their reading and writing skills. So, they can learn to grow and mature in literature.
It would also kind of help with creativity as well, wouldn't it?
Yes, very much so.
That's awesome, because this is something that's highly talked about, as far as news and stuff, where people are always trying to get rid of like the arts and your musics, and so that type of creativity is kind of losing itself over time. And I really, really like that idea, because I think that creativity, the arts and drawing and music and dance also, it's very important, especially for younger people growing up.
Especially, I mean, look at our some of our biggest industries, such as Hollywood and the movie-going industry is such a big industry, but yet they're running out of original ideas, and they're remaking a lot of classical movies and classical stories that honestly have no business being remade. So people should start to nurture the next generation so they can come up with original ideas themselves.
Oh, that's pretty good. So what got you into this? What got you into the Dream and Adventure? What led to where you are right now?
Well, I've always had a inner passion for writing and art myself, but I want to credit my children. They're my real inspiration for pursuing my my dream to go forward with Dream and Adventure. They're the ones that inspired me to bring it out and come up with the concept to, what, I can do something I love for a living. I give it all to them 100%.
Okay, cool. So to date, what would be your biggest accomplishment so far?
Oof, my biggest accomplishment to date, I
Yeah.
would have to say doing something with my business. I mean, not just sitting on my idea. A lot of people would just at least sit on it. I mean, the first transaction I made, or at least the first purchase towards my business, is every step I make, everything I do in my business is a big accomplishment for me. So, I mean, nothing is overlooked. So anytime I get an email or a Facebook like for my business, that's the biggest thing in the world to me. I
Yeah, yeah.
mean,
I know
most
that
people was
feeling
like,
really well.
"Oh, when you got to go speak about your business in the Pentagon, that was the biggest thing in the world." Yes, that was the biggest thing in the world. And then the very next day, when I got a Facebook like for that, that was the biggest thing in the world for me. So, constantly working in my business and, getting the word out there, and the next step, that's the biggest thing. Oh.
What are some of the goals you have for your company moving forward?
Let's see. Some of the goals I have for my company would definitely be to get that puppy rolling. Definitely have a couple of books that I really want to get out to the public here. I got a few hot cakes, and then I definitely have a few more pet projects. I have a board right next to me. You can probably see a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's kind of filled up. I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books. 8 books on it right now that are just sitting, waiting to just get out there.
Okay. So let me change the question around a little bit. Instead of goals,
Sure.
what do we need to see happen to kind of get to that point where we can get these books out?
What do we need to see happen?
Yeah, like if I can get enough people in front of you who like what you do, what help do you need from like the general public, from your customers, to make this next step happen?
I definitely need I would need the right investors and the right motivation to the right kind of people to want to get out and help spread the word about what's coming.
Yeah.
Because I tried a few campaigns and they weren't as successful as I hoped.
Okay.
But in business, sometimes you're set up for things that aren't going to be so successful, but you just pick up and you move on, just like in the Army, soldier on.
Yeah.
So
I've done enough of that.
Exactly, right? Some days won't go your way, but do what you have to do.
Okay. So where can we find out more about you? Because I know we have a Facebook account for you. What medias do you have available that we can get everyone in front of you?
Actually, I do have my own website, but that's under development. Dreamandadventure.com is under development. Right now, the best place to hit me up is right now would be Facebook. I do need to put a little crunch time in. Just been plunging in a lot. Head first, busy trying to get things sorted. Transitioning from civilian, military to civilian is a big step, as you know. So it takes a lot of time. But if you follow along, follow me on Facebook and follow dreamandadventure.com on Facebook and Twitter, then we'll keep the news updated. I'll post any updates and any links and everything that goes out.
Okay, but, awesome. Thank you.
The train's still moving. It hasn't, it's left the station and it's still on the tracks. It hasn't derailed yet.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you so much for joining me, Persaud. I know,
Yeah.
again, we had a lot of fun in the military doing our thing, and
Yeah.
now helping each other on the civilian side as well. So, you know, that's awesome. And I really do appreciate what you're doing. So yeah, everyone out there, if you're another company and you want to come on as well, you're going to join all the fine people we already have out here. And our goal here, as I said earlier, is to get all these new startup companies and these little companies that need some help, and to kind of expose them to the marketplace in a way that typically they wouldn't be able to without the help. So thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for having me.